What the hyuk is up, Kyle? No, what did you say? What the hyuk, dude? Step the hyuk up, Kyle. YouTube to MP3 converters have done more for this country than the military ever will. Minecraft. Seth Overman. Haha, you're blurry. We had an intense game of fetch today. He was huffing and puffing, and I had to take a photo. Lil Wayne finally left the hot tub. Your many career choices. Feast, my child. A peeled watermelon. Now you've seen everything. This is unsettling. I don't like it. Put this skin back on. A majestic lion. I did this for my anatomy class a year ago, and every once in a while I see it while going through my art folders and it haunts me. I've been looking for this for ages. It's almost that time of the year again, so you know what that means. This reblog was flagged as explicit. You know, that's fair. The atoms that make up my body aren't mine. It's just my time to use them. Mum says it's my turn with a carbon. Me looking at the board in class, not taking anything in. Bland boring Jessica. If she was a spice, she'd be flour. I feel like this insult went underappreciated. Attention all customers, our store will be closing in 5 minutes. If you are present in the store, after closing you will be hunted for sport. Couch potato. Get out. So I went to buy a Valentine's present and the balloon deflated overnight and someone just fucking drew Gandalf in a sway chair, NBD. Or someone has the weirdest S ever. Fran Fine. Disgruntled nut. Oh, look, my name's on TV. Her health bar is enormous. Name him. Name your son. Barn water. And so has he been baptized before the Lord. Barn water. Man lives in woods 4 years after his realization. Man lives in woods 4 years after his realization. Finally some ads I can relate to. When you're drunk bonding with your best friend. I'm obsessed with you. Freedom. I noticed you're wearing open-toed shoes. Since when did you become a whore? Public school dress code. Dirt King. Dirt King, Dirt King, Dirt King. 20 minutes into bagpipes and chill, and he gives you this look. Some men just want to watch the world learn. The fact their faces kinda align scares me. Art, science, and kindness, the holy trinity of mankind. A morning of awkwardness is far better than a night of loneliness. EF that goat. When I hear someone say, the government would never do that. She literally got a dunk of water and then walked over to my boots and spit the water in them. Was it revenge for the braids? You can lead a horse to water, but watch out. Anyway, mood is the least interesting response to anything, and is an instant conversation killer. Wick. Could you fkin not? Pasheen the cat making some chemistry. That cat is not wearing safety goggles. He hasn't even bothered to clean up that spilled solvent, and he is holding that lend me a flask way to close to his face. Pasheen the cat, more like Pasheen the limits of lab safety. One day we'll be in Marvel movie, sitting there as something doesn't feel right, and as the credits start to roll we'll know what it is. It will flash up on screen and our hearts will break. In loving memory of Stan Lee, there was no cameo in that movie, and there never will be again. Hey, you wanna shut up? Bottled water. And what? My nips get really pokey out of nowhere. Me, what is it girls? What do you see? In honor of this post reaching 100,000 notes, my nips are now banned from Tumblr. This is what they saw all that time ago, like a cat before a storm. Stoners be like, I function better when I'm high, sits in silence with mouth open. Shadow, trust me, this plan will be better, because I'm gonna smoke my smart weed. I'm smarter when I'm high. Proud boy, a fellow gamer. me and Leonardo baked sugar cookies. He looks so proud and content that you made them together. I can't express how much I hate fking bees. Then stop fking bees. It's really a simple solution. You know what I meant. Not after B movie we don't. Scientists found a cure for fascism. Why am I chuckling so hard? The cure for fascism is politically motivated threats of brutal physical violence. That's literally fascism. Yeah, remember how we defeated fascism in World War II through polite conversation? All of humanity has gone extinct. 500,000 years later, a new intelligent species starts to form. They excavate on our ancient structures for clues on our existence. What is the one picture we leave behind? Dope. I talk to myself way too much, like I'll be pumping gas or in the grocery store. Then I'll be thinking about some dumb meme that was like "spare D sir," and say it out loud to myself and be like, that killed me. And I know, seeing me from afar, I'm giving crackhead energy probably. This is the one that kills me. Do you have spare cock, sir? Will she ever be found? Are you looking in all the right places? The Girl on the Train. In theaters October 7th. Has anyone tried looking on the train? Barack Obama joins Lin-Manuel Miranda on a Hamilton remix. Dave, kick it Barack. Dave, here's where Obama's rap solo comes in. I hate this. An artist has made glass shells for hermit crabs so he can watch what they are doing. Pervert. I just got a new laptop and it doesn't have ad blocker yet, and I swear to God I've never seen an ad on Tumblr because I just watched a 3-minute video about cruise holidays because I thought it was an elaborate post. Netflix. This photo makes me feel like someone traveled to an alternate dimension and brought back something that shouldn't exist. Can't let it. Just one it. Leave the other one crazy and out of control. That party tit. I'm fking screaming. UK company allows you to create your own luggage with your face on it to avoid airport baggage confusion. The future. Avoid airport baggage confusion by creating a whole new kind of confusion. Just had a dream that I drank 40 liters of vodka, entered a horse race and won. I should specify that I entered not as a jockey, but as a horse. Were you physically a horse, or were you a human entering as a horse? Did you have a jockey? I was a human entering as a horse. No jockey, just me running like the fking wind. Could you guys imagine if the only sex education people got was from bad fanfiction? Well, there would be a lot more access to birth control because men would think they could get pregnant. Oedipus. I'm coming, mother. So soon. This took me a second and now I cannot stop laughing. I fking love literary humor, especially classics. I was literally just reading Oedipus and I snorted. When you log on to Tumblr after December 17th. Hot take. Jake Peralta as B and John Mulaney plays his ex-boyfriend from high school in season 6 of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. John Mulaney plays a rockin' twink. John Mulaney, to himself, what would Leonard Bernstein do? Captain Holt, to Jake, quietly, I support your and Amy's relationship with my whole heart, but why on earth would you give up a man like that? Dancing Plague of 1518. The Dancing Plague of 1518 was a case of dancing mania that occurred in Strasbourg, in the Holy Roman Empire in July 1518. Around 400 people took to dancing 4 days without rest, and, over the period of about 1 month, some of those affected collapsed, or even died of heart attack, stroke, or exhaustion. Throwback on my ladies 500 years ago who knew how to fkin party. Don't mind me, just cleaning your dash. Absolute fifth on man. In Germany we call raccoons Waschbär, which translates to wash bear, you know, because they wash their food, but this dude takes it to a whole new level. Legends say at midnight the mystical wash bear wanders into your home and sweeps the floors in an old Victorian apron. It's 2:30 AM and I'm in the men's bathroom and someone was in another stall and I started blaring the Thomas the Tank Engine theme and I literally heard them stop peeing out of fear. How do you know it was fear and not arousal? I like to think we live in a nice world and not the one you just created. College is just as ridiculous as everyone thinks it is. Last term I was 35 minutes into the first day of a Roman society class and there was this dude eating burritos in the third row, and the prof asked him a question and the dude just went, "I would love to answer, but it just occurred to me this is not honors environmental economics," and stood up and left. This reminds me of the time I was in a design class at 8 in the morning, and about halfway through a lecture a kid calmly stood up from his table, cut off the teacher, and said in the most exasperated, defeated tone, "My class is at 8 at night. This isn't my class. I don't need to be here." And then he kinda just left.